Hey everyone, and welcome back to Deez Tarot. Hope you all are having such a great day, and thank you for staying tuned to this channel. Today we have a message where we'll be looking at goal progress. And before we hop into it, if you'd like to hit the subscribe button, so that way you'll be ready to view my next videos that come out. So with the goal progress check-in, we're going to look at 3 different cards. The goal progress check-in is a spread that's suitable for simple daily check-ins on your progress when you have a specific goal in mind. So I kind of just, was thinking about spirit, and really there's a lot to look forward to, especially with the end of the year approaching and the new year just around the corner. So with the goal progress, we're going to look at card number 1, which is you. It could also represent an idea, a goal, a desire, and a passion. Card number 2 is your position. It could also be a process, a challenge, a conflict, and a direction. And card number 3 is your potential. It could also be the goal, overcoming challenge, resolution, and destination. So we will hop right into it. Okay. Normally when 2 cards come out, I'll put the first card on the top as number 1 and then the bottom card as number 2. For card number 1, we have High Priestess. And card number 2, we have the Hermit as your position. Now let's also look at your potential. Getting 2 cards here. 7 of Cups and Judgment. So the first card we have is High Priestess. Here's what it looks like. It's like a woman behind the curtain. There's also like this boat with water and it's like rocking. I think that what this is representing, the High Priestess, is it's giving blood, sweat, and tears, like the red curtains and the water. I think this is saying with card number 1, you have an idea, you have a passion, and you worked really hard to get there. So blood, sweat, and tears went into this. High Priestess. The High Priestess says, the High Priestess is standing between a pair of red curtains, protecting the entrance to a mysterious blue sky. She is the guardian of the unconscious mind and knows the secret to accessing those areas of sacred wisdom. She urges you to listen to and trust your inner voice, which is represented by the blue shell near her throat chakra. Explore the unknown hidden places. The ship in the dark waves shows you the depths of your intuition that guides you on your journey of self-knowledge and understanding. In the upright position, it means sacred wisdom, potential, intuition, unconscious knowing, and awareness. Yeah, it's saying, dive deep into those areas that have been unknown. Trust your inner voice. Speak your like truth. It talks about like throat chakra. You're the guardian of your unconscious mind, and you know the secret to accessing your sacred wisdom. Like you've got it. You have this passion. Card number 2 we're getting is the Hermit. It means your position, process, challenge, conflict, and direction. Right off the bat, I'm getting, it talks about your position. And here's this person sitting on the top of a lighthouse with like water around. This can indicate like you could drown, but it's like you've propped yourself up and you're positioned safely. Even if there's a challenge, like as you can see, this person has like fins like a mermaid, and they have a fishing pole. So like they're well equipped while they're up there. They're positioned to take on any challenge. The Hermit. I think when we like take a lot of time to like really fine tune something, then you really gather as much knowledge along the way, and that's so important during a time of growth. And the Hermit says, they are a mermaid who sits on top of a lighthouse during the night. From her high position, she can look out over her vast surroundings, and she is connected to the darkening sky, which represents knowledge, spirituality, and wisdom. Alone with her inner thoughts, she holds up a lantern in the dark, illuminating the way. With her bright light, she is able to share her knowledge, and she guides the ships to safety. The upright meaning of this card, it means introspection, solitude, beacon, knowledge, and enlightenment. Wow, that's amazing. So far, I'm getting that you're able to like withstand anything. Like here she is like looking back, but she's like ready for action. Like I'm getting the vibes of like a stage or being in the center. And here she has kind of like, you know, stuff with her, whether it be like emotions and anything like that. And then here we are just like on top of it, and we're able to like get through it. So like the direction is quite positive so far. And then with the third card, which is your potential, goal, overcoming challenge, resolution, and destination, we have Seven of Cups and we have the Judgment card. Here's what that looks like. Okay, Seven of Cups. 7 is a card indicating introspection, reflection, investigation. Cups is about emotions. Your potential, overcoming challenge, resolution, and destination. So we went from direction to destination, but we started with a passion. So the destination with the Judgment card, make those decisions on how to like manage what has been, I guess, encompassed in your being as you move forward, because it talks about like going from passion to direction, and our destination is, you know, the goal of figuring out and making that like internal judgment call. 7 of Cups, of like how to overcome our challenges. It talks about, I think this is what it's saying, is throughout our lifetime, we're going to encounter many different challenges. And sometimes with that, we're going to be able to solve different problems because we've been able to apply ourselves in these situations that we have like firsthand experience on how to avoid certain problems. And so now it's talking about like channeling it and focusing it. So that way, when you do reach these like challenges, I think the goal is to really master like anything that has like come your way going forward. We've already like worked through all of these issues in the past, and then here we are at a point in time where we're moving forward. Our destination is to not let any of that interfere with our continued success. I think every day we're learning to do better every single day, and I think with that, a good way to increase your learning is to put yourself in positions where you're going to be challenged. I think it's so important to like experience new things, so that way you actually have a say in like a certain situation. I think when it talks about who's an expert on something, I think sometimes we like want to look at testimonials, or we want to look at proof to make sure that, you know, we're making the right decision. So I think just like gathering that information yourself is so important and helpful to do, and an avenue on how to be comfortable in the decisions you make. And when you're like overcoming challenges, I think it's good to just be a well-rounded individual. So I think overall it's saying like make those good judgment calls and persevere through what comes your way in the future, so that way you can better overcome challenges, and your potential is being an expert in that. And just to get some more context about those cards, so the Seven of Cups, it says, on this card, we see a woman in a dreamlike scene. The woman reclines on a bed of clouds in the sky, and her long auburn hair floats weightlessly. She's looking up at 7 shining stars, which symbolize the possibilities, opportunities, and choices she can make in life. The woman is choosing one star with her pointing wand, but is it the right choice? The chosen star might not reveal the opportunity she has been longing for. The woman needs to wake up from this dreamlike state of illusions and focus on what is good for her. Delusions, wishful thinking, distractions, fantasy, and overwhelming decisions. And then with the Judgment card, it says, this card shows a female angel, a messenger of God, blowing a large golden trumpet. She is standing in the middle of a busy city, calling all the people to rise up and take a stand. She is a reminder that in the end, we will all be judged for our actions and life choices, but past mistakes will be forgiven when we choose to change and make a new start. This card urges you to make amends by transforming your life. And the upright meaning of this card is choices, redemption, make amends, atonement, and reconciliation. I think it's really saying kind of encompass all of this, like reconciliation, and tie it with a bow and take what you have learned and move forward. And I believe that's the message here. Yeah. And with that, just wanted to say thank you again for staying tuned to my channel, Deez Tarot. And if you'd like to hit the subscribe button, please do so. It really helps the algorithm. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my future videos. And with that, we will see you in the next video.